Blair Miller, News Center 7.
Right now, on our new and easier-to-use streaming app, WHIO TV Now, you can see the I-Team's Jim Otte's voting security piece from yesterday. He looked into how local counties are securing your vote. He also got a demonstration of the new voting machines in place in Miami County. The app is available for free on your Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Smart TV App Store.
Talked at the break. First question I asked is, okay, what are the temperatures going to do? That's kind of the caveat here. That could really be a problem.
Yes, temperatures right now are hovering around the freezing mark, and you get those elevated surfaces, bridges, and overpasses, and they could become very slick quickly. The good thing is that temperatures aren't so cold that the road salt and the beat heat isn't going to work. So just take it easy tonight. No matter what, if it looks like the roads are wet, just assume that they are slippery. And you'll see that here on our live camera. This is in the Troy Public Square up in Troy. You'll see the roads look wet, but again, they're probably a little bit icy, especially as you start to get into the median area in the center of the street, along the fringes as well, where you could catch yourself on some of that snowfall and all of a sudden you're out of control. We'll be dealing with conditions much like this for the rest of tonight. When we look at our road sensors across the Miami Valley, most spots are still above freezing, but in locations where it's dropping below 32 degrees, that's where it's starting to register on our sensors that there are some icy spots. These are mainly our bigger thoroughfares, our more major roadways. Your back and side streets is likely a lot icier than out on those main roads. Your driveway, your sidewalk, just be cautious, not only tonight, but even into tomorrow morning. We have winter weather advisories out across the entire Miami Valley. There was a change after the 5 and 6 o'clock newscast where we expanded that advisory to include more of our counties. Preble, Montgomery, Greene, Clark County, all were added because of those road conditions, and the snow really did come in a lot quicker and stacked up a lot faster than earlier predicted. For now, though, live Doppler 7 radar doesn't look like much is happening, but when we checked in with Sean Cudahy about 15 minutes ago, he said there is some light drizzle out there, and that is also a story in most parts across the Miami Valley. That's going to pick back up with precipitation making its way in out of central Indiana, so we'll have still some wintry precipitation of snow, sleet, and rain moving back in. Colder air will take over, and this is all going to transition back over to light snow showers, and this heavier band that's in western Illinois is set to arrive just in time for the morning commute, and that's going to lead to more trouble as you head out the door tomorrow. Futurecast shows that we have that little taper in the activity over the next couple of hours. There's 2 a.m. But as we get towards tomorrow morning, there's that next batch of snow, and notice there are some deeper blues being picked up on Futurecast, indicating visibility may drop off briefly, plus it will add an additional coating of snow right as most of us are on the streets. As we head into the afternoon hours, we'll still have some more flurries and snow showers that come through. Once again, another little burst as we approach that latter afternoon, early commute time for later tomorrow evening. Some flurries still out there tomorrow night, but then we do dry out as we head into the day on Friday. But as we dry out, temperatures are expected to plummet, and I'll show you that wind chill forecast in just a few moments. Additional snowfall on top of what we've already seen. About a coating across the Dayton area to the south, may see an additional inch or slightly more than that across the north. On average, throughout our area from Dayton northward, we've seen anywhere between 1 to 3 inches. So this would just add that other inch on top of it across the north, where you're hitting that 4 to 4.5 inch range for storm total. Travel forecast tomorrow had us in an elevated risk for slippery conditions in the morning because of that next batch of snow showers that move in, and left us cautious for the rest of the day, especially those back and side streets. Tomorrow's high up around 35 degrees, but notice as we head into the evening and overnight hours, we fall quickly back into the 20s before midnight, and then we're down into the teens by Friday morning. And when you factor in the breeze, your wind chills to start Friday near zero, and you may briefly dip below zero in a few spots for what it feels like, and then it's still only going to feel like the teens into Friday afternoon. But it will be dry with more sunshine. Another cold morning for you on Saturday, but then we get to near normal, 38 degrees Saturday afternoon. We're into the 40s on Sunday and dry most of Monday, near 50 degrees, but then rain showers move in. Still with us on Tuesday with highs in the low 50s. Meteorologist Kirsty Zancini is up with you at 4:25. She's going to be showing you those snow showers coming in and where the slick spots are located.
I just checked, and still about 36 school districts have either delayed or closed schools tomorrow.
Yeah, so we want to get back out to News Center 7, Sean Cuddy. He's on the road in Dayton, and just checked with Sean. He said it's looking kind of sloppy out there.
Definitely a little sloppy, Molly and James. I tell you, first of all, I'm very glad to be inside the nice warm confines of Storm Tractor 7. It is cold out there, but I want to go ahead and give you a look outside right now, out the front windshield. You can see what we're seeing here along Wayne Avenue in Dayton, and this is what we're dealing with on a lot of these main roads, that they're really just wet at this point. Of course, that can be a problem as we get cold overnight, but let's go ahead and turn onto more of a neighborhood street right here, and this is when you can really start to deal with some of that slushiness. And also, let's not forget about those sidewalks. Everybody's going to have to walk on those in the morning, whether you're going to the car or the bus stop. Certainly going to have to deal with slip spots on those as you're heading out in the morning. Get a nice view of that here on Storm Tracker 7's camera on top of us. So bottom line, whether you're walking or driving, just plan on these conditions being pretty slippery as you head out in the morning. And as I found out being out there a little while ago, James and Molly, it's very cold outside as well.
That was the scariest moment of my life.
She was talking about how her Uber driver wound up in a chase. It was like a scene out of a movie.
Why, that woman says her driver went out of control.